What's that? What's that in the corner? Oh, it's a little. Oh, it's my fucking recording setup. Wow. I'm reading Synodic Reboot. It had its second anniversary today and put out a flash, so I'm like, well, fuck. I should actually thoroughly read it. I've only seen the one flash, and I don't remember what happened plot-wise in that flash, because I hadn't exactly read the rest of it, but I remember the flash being really fucking well made. So, let's delve into some of this furry shit. It's the 15th of Triskaber. Okay, I'm already fucked up. Triskaber? It's the 15th of Triskaber. A young adult atlet reads a book in her room and, oh, that's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Let's just keep things simple and say she's an atlet. No, not the shoe thing, the furry thing. Anyway, short story long, this atlet's reading a book about some sort of paranormal bullshit. No, that's not condescending narration here. She actually finds this particular book to be a complete bullshit. Not believable, not even interesting, just shit. To wrap things up, so as to not cause similar impressions, today is nothing important. Nothing important ever happens on the 15th of Triskaber. At least, not the last time this atlet has ever checked. Okay, that's a lie. She never really checked to begin with. But she figures it's a safe assumption to assume that I fucking read that wrong. Today is unremarkable. Either way, it would be a good idea to figure out her name before she finds something else to do, or else we're going to have a very awkwardly vague narrative. I keep adding in words. Shit. Enter name. Milli Vanilli. No? Try again. Okay, now you're just mashing the keyboard. Even if that would feasibly work, why would you want a character to be named something like this? Quit being lazy. You don't want her friends to ridicule her for having an incomprehensible name, do you? Try yet again. Ace Valencia. You finally gain an ounce of creativity and... Huh? She still won't accept it. You swear she looks like she could be an Ace Valencia. Maybe she already has a name and just expects you to somehow guess it? No way, that would just be absurd, right? Try once more. Zerio GUNN. Dling. Before you can even begin typing Dumby Ricardo, the interface picks up on your lack of perfect omniscience and fills in the correct name for you. Someone out there will inevitably criticize this act of blatant hand-holding. Examine room. Oh, God, I got kind of a cold today, to be honest. It might clear my throat a bit. Okay. Your name is Zerio. You're fascinated by paranormal legends, whether they're about spirits, aliens, monsters, or whatever. You just can't get enough of them. Of course, you don't aimlessly believe everything you hear. You much prefer to evaluate the myths for yourself to decide whether decide what you think sounds believable or not. But you can't just base these beliefs on thought and logic alone, especially considering the defining attribute of the paranormal is working against known understandings of science, so you often head out to see things for yourself. While most leads turn out to be duds, you've had a fair share of undeniable experiences, one of which still affects you to this day. These experiences serve as the main basis for your beliefs. Even in the many tales and artifacts which prove to be completely mundane, you can still find a fair amount of appreciation in them, be it their inspiration from true events, their sheer creativity, or both. Of course, the occult is not your sole interest. You also greatly enjoy stories based on fantasy, and intended as pure fiction through any medium, be it books, TV shows, or especially video games. You consider yourself to be a bit of a gamer and often play online games with your friends, but also enjoy playing alone from time to time. Both in the game worlds and in real life, you're a bit impulsive, usually lacking the patience to figure out how anything works before jumping into it. While this is generally seen as an unwise way of handling things, you usually manage to come out with varying degrees of success. This is considered both impressive and confusing by your friends, though some still consider your behavior worrying despite it. What will you do? Zerio, don't lay down your book like that. Well, you were actually just looking for something to do, not something to don't, but okay. You usually take care of books whenever you can. This one in particular sort of sucks though, so you don't really care. Zerio, take book. You captchalogue some shitty book. Even though you're no longer scolded for leaving your stuff around anymore, you figure it would be best to not leave it take up some space on your bed. Zerio, examine non-bookshelf. This is your collection of your favorite useless trinkets. Each one of these came into your possession as various sources claim them to be cursed artifacts. While you know many of these claims are so blatantly false, to the point of being laughable, you figured you may as well buy some of the lower priced ones because they look pretty cool. Also, it's kind of worth a shot, but that isn't the main reason you buy them or anything. Where'd you get that idea? Zerio, examine poster on the door. God damn it. This isn't a poster. It's a runic seal you bought to keep the vengeful spirit from entering your room. You didn't have high hopes for it, but it was a pleasant surprise to see that it was one of the few things that actually works. Even this doesn't make the vengeful spirit any less annoying, though. It's always trying to kill or harm you every time you leave your room. Quite frankly, you think it needs to get a life, or an afterlife at least. Zerio, turn on the lights. That's better. You're not sure what you were thinking, reading in the dark like that to begin with. Zerio, look out the window. Yep, definitely nighttime. Glad you could go the extra mile to confirm something you already knew. You could have known from a quick glance it is most definitely dark out and that the vengeful spirit is active, but you made a big deal out of standing on your bed and looking out the window, with the lights on no less. You appreciate the fact that you live on your own now, if not just so you don't run the risk of being seen doing weird things like this. Zerio, ponder becoming a shaman. That's kind of wacky. You mean those people who channel spirits and all that? Yeah, you think that would be really frickin' cool. Plus, then you'd be able to do something about that annoying spirit, but you honestly have no idea how to go about becoming one, and even then you figure it takes a whole lot of patience and training which you don't think you can— Oh, hey, someone messaged you. Zerio, examine incoming message. You sit down at your computer. The Prattle Pal window taskbar button thing, also known as the whatever it's called, is yellow. It turns yellow when you receive messages. Therefore, you have messages. Zerio, open Prattle Pal. Time to invent voices. Ah, fuck. Hey.
Bro, don't do that.
Do what?
The whole cool act. I mean, A is usually a cool thing to say, but it really conflicts with the way you usually talk. It makes you look extra lame.
Geez, sorry for trying something new. Please remind me to never do that again.
You say that as if you aren't afraid of doing anything new anyway.
God, I do one little thing out of character and suddenly you become the most insufferable person.
Yep.
Please remind me why I decided to message you again.
I have no clue how the heck I'm supposed to know that. If I had to guess, it would be maybe because you like spending time with your sister?
Yes, I do.
Knew it. You're so cheesy.
You're the one who started with the cheesiness. Never mind. How are things going regarding the game?
The game? Oh, right, sorry. I sort of forgot about it since I've been reading all day.
Now I'm curious. By all day, do you mean actually all day, or do you mean the past few hours? Since you like to wake up at dusk or whatever because you're weird.
I do not wake up at dusk. Or I'll usually not, and this usually includes today's today.
Let's just pretend I was able to make sense of that mangled sentence of yours. When did you wake up, then?
The afternoon.
Zerio, that really isn't much of an improvement.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the game.
Yes, the game. Did you get it?
Yeah, it arrived today, I'm pretty sure.
No, I mean, did you get the game? As in, physically retrieve from the mailbox type of get.
Right.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You didn't forget to do that before nightfall, did you? Remember we were planning to play it together on its release date? For fuck's sake, it's so stupid you think that this is even an issue. For fuck's sake, it's so stupid this isn't even an issue. You really need to get that demon exorcised already so you can leave your room at night like an actual adult.
Hey, I'm new to this being an adult thing. I thought you'd be at least a tiny bit understanding, sharing the same birthday and all that jazz. Also, it's a spirit dummy, not a demon, which means it has to be banished instead of exorcised.
Okay, fine. You clearly know more about how to get rid of the thing than I do. Now, mind explaining why you still haven't done so, Miss Know-It-All?
Because it's fucking cool, duh.
I'll never understand your fascination with this stuff, so I'll leave it at that. Since we can't play Sverb tonight, maybe we can watch more dumb videos or something?
Yeah, we'll still play it.
What do you mean? You're gonna go get it anyway? Don't you dare do that. I mean, please don't do that. Please don't you dare. I really don't want you to risk getting hurt just to play some stupid game. Promise me you won't.
Hey, relax. I never even said I forgot to get it. It's right here on my desk.
What, really?
Yep.
Oh, well, now I feel like an idiot for getting so worried.
So? You being a worrisome dumbass is what makes you so great.
I'm not sure if I should take that as a compliment or an insult, so thanks. It's up to you whether or not to interpret that as a sarcasm.
No problem. Anyway, doesn't this game incorporate webcams somehow?
I'm not sure. One of the very few bits of information released about the game is the vague statement, "see other players." But I'm not exactly sure what that means, to be honest. It's kind of unnervingly vague.
Sounds like a ridiculous way of saying webcam support to me, so I'm gonna go clean up my room a bit.
You know I don't care about your messes now that I no longer have to deal with them, right?
Yeah, you've told me before. I just want to make sure things are presentable. Prove that I'm responsible, you know? Anyway, be right back.
Zerio, straighten up your room. Yeah, that was a lie. You forgot the game and you're gonna go get it. But it's fine, the vengeful nuisance isn't actually all that powerful. You have no idea if the previous statement is accurate or not, but for what it's worth, it has yet to seriously injure you. You figure you may as well straighten something up before you go. You don't like lying to your brother after all, only conveniently omitting the truth at times. Zerio, retrieve book. If only it were that simple. With your pipe maze modus, you have one path per card, and you have to send the pointer down one of them. It'll retrieve whichever card it lands on. Pretty straightforward, right? Well, it would be if it weren't for the turns scattered between the paths. Upon contact with a turn, the pointer will automatically move over to the other connected path, ultimately meaning the initial path will not be the final path. The turns are only randomized whenever an item is withdrawn or stored, so with a bit of time, someone can work out with which path to send the pointer down to access a specific item. But you know what you want to say to that? Screw it. Zerio, screw it. Okay, maybe you shouldn't always say screw it. The fuck is that thing? Zerio, place the book on the shelf exactly as planned. You stuffed the Mr. Todama plush into the open slot. Close enough, right? Zerio, no, put the actual book back. IX won't fall for this, and you know it. Footsteps. Even if you wanted to, retrieving the unintended item from your Synodex triggers a short waiting period before you can try again. How could it possibly tell you when you didn't mean to retrieve something? You honestly have no idea. It just knows. Besides, it's fine as it is for now. Knowing your brother, he'd probably just find it funny anyway. Zerio, leave a room. You exit into the hallway. One of the most notable features here would have to be the scratch marks left by the vengeful spirit on the door across from your room. The door to your bedroom has a fair share of external marks itself, but not nearly as many. There's something in the other room it really wants. You should probably go get that particular something before heading any further. Zerio, enter the scratched up door. You enter the, room that doesn't really have a name. You guess it could be called a storage room? Yeah, you enter the storage room. This is where you keep things you want to protect, but don't want to clutter your bedroom with. Zerio, examine the obelisk-looking thing. This is your gravestone. Well, not exactly your gravestone, it isn't addressed to you. While you can't read the ancient writing engraved on it, you figure it probably belongs to the vengeful spirit. This also happens to be the something that you need to get. Zerio, give the gravestone back to the spirit in an attempt to reason with or help it. You don't think you've already thought of that? You've tried talking to it calmly, you've tried leaving the gravestone out and letting the spirit take it if it wanted, you've tried bringing the... You don't think you've already thought of that? God damn it. Oh. You've tried bringing the gravestone back to where you found it, you've tried apologizing, you've tried making deals with the spirit, nothing seems to work. The spirit is relentless. Of course, you do feel terrible that you even have the gravestone to begin with. You would have permanently returned it to its original location long ago, if not for one minor detail. Zerio, capture-log the gravestone. You capture-log the gravestone and add it to your strife specibus. It's the only thing you can fight the spirit with, after all. Zerio, what's behind the curtains? Oh, this? This is the secret entrance to your underground paranormal research headquarters. Not really, it's just an ordinary window. Zerio, inspect treasure chest. Maybe you can find a key for it somewhere. First off, where would you even find a key for it? It's yours, you would know where the key is. Second, it's not a real treasure chest and the lock is fake. It's just a neat normal chest to hold things in. Zerio, examine contents of chest. You'd love to take inventory and hypothetically list off every single item in here, but you don't want to keep your brother waiting for too long. Maybe later. Zerio, examine logs of wood. What, these? These are posters. You moved them all here because you don't like them getting gripped up. They're pretty cool, so you're glad they're safe. Zerio, exit storage room. You're now back in the hallway. Zerio, enter bathroom. You head into the bathroom for whatever reason. You're pretty sure you won't find the game in here, but... okay. Zerio, examine mirror. This is incredibly pointless. While you're up here, you probably lick the glass. Zerio, examine soap. Oh, this isn't soap. This is actually your cell phone. Yesterday you set it here, laughing about how much it looks like a bar of soap, and you must have left it behind. The disguise was too successful for its own good. Zerio, retrieve cell phone. You flawlessly captcha-logged the cell phone. Smooth. Zerio, check PrattlePal. You sign into PrattlePal to make sure IX hasn't messaged you again. While he hasn't, you seem to have received a message from someone else just a few minutes ago. Zerio, respond to Pal.
Hey. You always seem to catch me at the weirdest of moments. Like just now, you messaged me right as I found my phone. I'm not sure what you mean by finding your phone. It involves falling on my ass in the bathtub. Want to hear? Nah, it's cool. I'm sure there's some ridiculous turn of events leading up to it you can tell me about later, but I was mostly checking in on you for now. Figured I'd see what's up in case you need my advice again. It's a nice offer, sorta odd though, but no thanks. I'm just going out to get the game I ordered from the mail. Sverd to be exact. Oh, I think I know that one. The weird-ass mystery game of the year, right? Spot on. You should pick it up and play with me in IX sometime. It'd be fun. Not really. You know I'm not much of a gamer. So, about the actor retrieval itself, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess you forgot to check the mail before nighttime and now you gotta risk running into the spirit. The hell? How'd you know exactly what was going on? Come on, girl. I know you well enough to figure that by now, like 75% of the time, if I were to guess you forgot to do something, it would turn out being true. Okay, somehow I doubt I'm that forgetful. I'm inclined to think you have some sort of sweet psychic power you're not telling me about. Since you know, I'd pester you about it all the time. But that's probably just me being stubborn and refusing to admit my laziness to myself. It's cool. Believe it or not, I'm sure it'd be totally forgetful, like you, if not for the fact that I usually end up doing the things that need to be done anyway. That did not make a single lick of sense, but okay. I don't blame you. It's complicated, and most people probably wouldn't really get it. But yeah, it's a good thing I messaged you right now. This is the part where I normally tell you you're going to go around and go around the house from the back entrance instead of the front. That actually wasn't what I was planning. So sorry to say it, but your intuition is wrong for once. Your face! I meant to say this is what you should do, not that you're going to as a fact. Sorry about that, I'm tired. A weaseling your way out of a mistake, huh? Ah, well, I'll bite. Do you have enough of a consciousness to explain the reason for your suggestion, though? Because it's a safer path. The spirit doesn't leave your house, right? Well, yeah, but it's cold outside. I'm not sure how awake the spirit is, but I'm sure it knows that as well. It can probably guess you would be safer. It can probably guess you would prefer to take the indoors path, charging straight through the living room without any regard for consequences like your usual fearless self. I wouldn't be surprised if the thing was waiting around for that exact thing to happen. Of course, this is just a theory, but you should totally take my advice. I kind of hate you right now for making so much sense and having me almost entirely convinced to go outside in the cold. You have a huge fucking coat on right now. What are you talking about? There you go again. How'd you know I was wearing it? Because you never take the damn thing off? It's cool, though. Fine, I'll consider your advice. Thanks for looking out for me. Even though it's sort of really weird how you always seem to know everything. It's nothing. Good luck with that game of yours. Zerio, exit bathroom. Okay, I might have to actually think through these character voices, because I'm paying no thought to them whatsoever. That fucking... What was that? IE voice was like my fucking old-ass Taz voice. That guy fucking... Not a fan of that voice, to be honest. I don't even know what else I'd... It's like do a rough bottom fry, I guess. I could do a sort of a... Well, yeah, this isn't that much different, is it? It's not that. No, this is like this is pretty much the fucking same thing. I act like I'm changing something when I'm really not. Whatever. Well, at least your impulsive room exploration had some merit. You now have your cell phone, as well as a point of advice, which you guess you should probably follow. Zerio, please actually follow the advice. Yeah, you know. It's not like you're reckless 100% of the time or anything. You only listen to reason when you feel like it, and you're actually willing to listen this time. Zerio, hurry back to the entrance. You scurry through the living room and into the kitchen, where the back door is located. Zerio, exit. You are now outside. Cool. Yes. Cool is definitely the right word for this.
It is cold as shit out here. You decide to message one of your pals on the way. Hopefully this will keep your mind off the cold temperature. Zerio, head to the front of your house. Oh my god, it's another voice. Oh, this guy's kind of informal. Hey dude, what's up? I'm just kind of sitting around browsing the net. What about you? I'm heading out to get Sverb from the mail. The new game, which I'm probably going to play with my bro tonight. Oh shit, that's right, I have Sverb. Maybe I should give that a shot. You can join us if you like. Is tomorrow still okay? I usually like to play games on my own first. You know, so I can get a feel of the controls and mechanics and everything. So to make a complete ass out of myself with the people I know who see me play. Me play? Me play, fucking spacebar piece of shit. You know, maybe you wouldn't have that problem if you didn't type so fast. You just prattle me to critique my typing skills, because if so, you can shut up. No, not particularly. I just wanted to talk to someone. Get my mind off this cold weather while I walk to my mailbox. And I was just about to fall asleep when you messaged me. Thanks. Well, really? Sorry about the bad timing. What? No, why are you apologizing? I meant that. You know how much I love sleeping. Still having those freaky dreams? Yes. Sweet. 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 Hell yeah, it means you got a chance to explore those suckers. Which is what I would definitely do in your situation, to be honest. This isn't a fucking game, Zerio. I know this, which is exactly why it's so fascinating. Who knows what sort of mystical realm you're crossing into, and what otherworldly knowledge can be found there. No. See, this is exactly why I avoid discussing this shit with you. Because you're always so on about your paranormal bullshit. These are dreams. Fucked up recurring goddamn nightmares, which I really should probably get actual professional help for one of these days. Well, either way, you know you can't force yourself to stay awake forever, right? Time will eventually catch up to you. Yeah, well, fuck time. Fuck it straight to hell. Why not at least try taking a look around next time? I mean, last time you told me about this, you said you never left the room you started. And since you're such a wimp about it, I'm guessing you still haven't done that. Look at it this way. Maybe the room is the scariest part. Maybe there's really cool, non-scary stuff elsewhere. No, fuck that. End of story. Just fuck that. Actually, that could be in the entire story. The only 2 words printed in this entire little storybook. Fuck that. Why does this storybook even exist? Who would buy such a thing? Turns out the author was a passive-aggressive little asshole who wanted to waste thousands of dollars printing so many copies just to put the little point across to his equally asshole-ish friend about exploring his stupid dreams. Like, seriously. Alright, dude, I get it. You don't want to. Still, I wish I had my own weird subconscious dreamscape to explore. Yeah, I wish you did too. Then maybe you'd finally quit being so fucking judgy about the way I deal with mine. I didn't actually upset you, did I? I don't know, but it's whatever. I'm less likely to fall asleep when I'm upset, I guess. But if you don't mind, I'd like to go dick around with Sverb. Figure out what the hell it even is, for starters. That's fine. I'm approaching the mailbox right now, too. Cool, it all works out. Talk to you later. See ya. Hey, a drink. And a time check. Nice. And a page check. I don't know how to check which page I'm on. Oh. How many pages does it have? Ooh, that's a lot. God damn. I got a house guest in a couple, like an hour or 2. I might have to cut it off and actually edit. Oh, God. Alright. Zerio, arrive at the mailbox. You've already done that. Zerio, check mail. As expected, you find this Verb Alpha. You promptly capture log the 2 disks. S. Ooh. I hope my volume's good. Color of her clothes just changed. Hey, bring that zoom. Oh shit, it's parallax. I should probably be reading during this, actually. That's what I should have done. God damn it. Oh well, music's still playing. It's been so long since you were actually outside at nighttime, you almost forgot how much you appreciated the calmly chaotic void of stars and space. Dotting the sky are countless celestial objects, each exponentially more massive than your own planet, visually compressed via incomprehensible measurements into tiny pinpoints of light. The music's probably too loud, so I'm going to lower it. For the time being, your pupils are the conclusion of the starlight's billion-year journey through the cosmos. It's fascinating to recognize there's still so much to discover spanning throughout infinity, and it's equally fun to imagine the potential answers. There are bound to be truths that contradict everything society's ever known, scattered throughout the eternal minefield that is the universe. There's a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to adlet kind. It is a dimension as vast as space and timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition. James Joyce. That can't be James Joyce, it's too many sentences. You have a feeling it's gonna be a long night. Zerio, go back inside. You start the long walk all the way back around the house, but you first take a moment to consider your options. The front door is right there, after all. Either you risk an aggressive counter with the undead, or you put up with a few minutes with annoyingly chilly temperatures. Decisions. Zerio, look through the front window to assess your situation. You decide to walk the middle path between safety and convenience. You look through the window. You don't see the spirit anywhere. The coast is clear. For now, at least. Should you go for it? Zerio, don't go for it. Yeah, you're gonna go for it. You really hate the cold, okay? You step inside through the front door. So far, so good. Zerio, examine living room. This is the living room, which you've just entered via the front door. While we're staring at the blatantly obvious, your name is Zerio GUNN. You're an adlet, you've just retrieved Sferb, and this gag has already overstayed its welcome. There's not a whole lot left in here because the spirit loves destroying things, which is plainly evident by the scratches in the walls and the tears in the furniture. Everything that once occupied this room has either been thrown away due to being damaged beyond repair or moved to a safer location, with the exception of basic furniture, of course. And that stupid lamp. And the microwave. Zerio, examine lamp. You'd rather not, but fine. Back when the spirit was new to destroying things in your house, it has damaged many things you actually liked. You're always annoyed over the fact that the lamp was one of the few things that was perfectly fine, since you didn't even care for it that much. It's now one of the only things you leave unguarded out here, and hope that one day you will come back to find its broken shards decorating the floor. Zerio, offer to clean the lamp. Maybe it belonged to whomever the spirit was when they were still alive. That might actually make sense. There has to be a reason it won't harm the lamp after all. The idea is definitely worth a shot, just not for now. You need to get back to your bedroom first. Well, after you get something to eat and you're feeling a bit hungry. Zerio, enter kitchen. You walk into the kitchen, which is really just part of the living room. You guess having a different floor means it's a different room? You never really understood the logic behind that. It's also pretty empty in here, but the key difference is it was empty even before your spirit problem. IX still thinks you should get a dining table and a set of chairs, but honestly, who needs that when you could just as easily eat while watching TV or playing video games? Not this adlet. Zerio, retrieve sandwich from Synodic. No! You capture-logged this thing weeks ago, only to become frustrated trying to retrieve it from your Synodic, and then sort of forgetting about it not too long after. Well, you're pretty sure capture-logged items are time-locked in some form or another. The idea of eating a sandwich that is technically old has been extremely unappealing to you. Zerio, get something in the refrigerator then. You don't actually want anything cold, especially since you were just outside and want to warm up more than anything. Wait, what are you even doing here? You keep snacks under your bed. Zerio, don't turn around. Oh, hello. Nice, lamp you have there? Whoa, hold up. Who's this bored-looking individual? Insert name. Oh, it's IX. KRISTAN GUNN. Examine room. Your name is KRISTAN. Unlike your sister, you have a fair interest in paranormal... Oh, shit. Like your sister, you have a fair interest in paranormal legends, but unlike her, your interest is more casual. You would never actively seek out such forces for yourself, but instead stick to literature and video games. In general, you prefer to take things on a more careful approach than most, often a bit overly cautious according to your friends. So, of course, you wouldn't go around messing with things you know nothing about. Speaking of Zerio, you're currently waiting for her to finish cleaning her room so you both can go play Sferb together. You've no idea what the game consists of, but there's no reason to be cautious. It's just a video game after all. The worst that could happen is it sucks, but even then, the two of you could still have a laugh over it. Anyway, she seems to be taking a while. By now, you're convinced the waiting sucks, so you've decided to find a new way to occupy yourself for the time being. What will you do? KRISTAN. Don't lay your books down like that. Why not? You're a notorious multitasker when it comes to reading, and you have no idea where your bookmarks even went, assuming you ever had any to begin with. You view locating them as an unnecessary effort, as flipping the books works over just fine. KRISTAN. Examine poster. Ah, Jak and Daxter. Possibly your favorite fantasy series out there. It's about a short-eared adlet named Jak and his friend Daxter, who has been transformed into some sort of smaller, brightly colored adlet. You never really understood what he was, to be honest. The series has taken an unexpected turn with its sequels, but you still love them just as much. KRISTAN. Capture-log one of your books to clean up. You capture-logged the blue book with your Roigi Biv modus. It now occupies one of your 2 blue cards. Already contained in your modus is a red scarf and green chewing gum. Ah, shit, did capture-logging the book just close it? Looks like you lost your place in this one. Awesome. Ah, shit, did capture-logging the book just close it? Just like I'm really reading this. Looks like I lost my place in that one. Awesome. KRISTAN. Examine the taped-up box. This is one of several storage boxes that Zerio made to help her move out. She followed an online tutorial to construct them, but she could never get the sides to line up correctly when folded. This resulted in slightly misshapen boxes with great deals of frustration. They still work well enough, though. This one's a bit difficult to reach, so you just decide to leave it be. Oh, what are you saying? This is a perfect opportunity to pass the time. KRISTAN. Open box. You open the storage box. It seems to contain assorted plushies, as well as a taser? You forgot you even had one of these. KRISTAN. Equip taser to Strife Specibus. You would consider this idea, but the taser seems to be missing its batteries. Since you don't remember putting it in here, or even having it in the first place, you have no clue where you'd even find them. Mirror kind. What? Okay, KRISTAN. Capture-log taser. You capture-log the taser, even though you can't think of a single non-combat use for it. And even though it has no batteries. Why'd you do this again? KRISTAN. Add mirror to your Strife Specibus. You capture-log the purple mirror. Is that purple? That's like blue. Wait. Okay, that's purple and that's violet. Great. Of course. Vsauce Michael says mirrors are green. Fight me on it. Alongside the red mirror. It's never been a bad idea to have a spare on you, considering how fragile the things are. KRISTAN. Save your approximate place in the blue book before you forget. You skim through the book and find what you think is the correct page before setting it face down on your bed. A blue book on a blue blanket. There is no way this is a bad idea. You're so proud of yourself. The book was never to be seen again. What? Are you fucking kidding? Okay. Just disappears. KRISTAN. Go tell Zerio to hurry the heck up. Oh, come on, that would be rude. But while you're here, you figure you may as well message one of your other pals. KRISTAN. Message II. Oh my fucking god, what do you want? Is this a bad time or something? Well, no, not exactly per se. It's sort of trying to play Swerp here. And everyone keeps prattling me left and frickin' right for some reason. I'm sorry, how was I supposed to know that? Guess I'll just talk to someone else, I guess. Sorry for bothering. No, wait, KRISTAN, wait, it's fine. KRISTAN, we can talk for a little bit. It's for best to install anyway, apparently. So, what's up? You sure? Yeah, sorry for napping. I just sort of been tired. Oh, no, it's fine. I couldn't even imagine what those dreams must be like. I still really think you should see a therapist. We've been over this, haven't we? Haven't we? Haven't. Wow, what the fuck happened there? Like, I'm sure the first thing they do is tell me to sleep more. Like, oh, you seem sleep deprived as hell. I prescribe you lots and lots of sleep. And fuck that, man. I gotta want to sleep. That's the last thing I want to do. Perhaps, but you don't know that for sure. And even then, therapists usually tend to know what they're doing. Even if you don't like what they have to say, it might be a necessary step for having your issue resolved once and for all. I do appreciate what you have to say. I'll think about it, I guess. Also, I feel I should say thanks. Huh? For, like, actually listening and caring and wanting to help me out instead of, like, that sister of yours. Oh, sorry about that. You gotta stop apologizing so much. It's not your fault. I don't, not like I dislike her or anything. She's usually pretty cool unless I bring up my fucking dreams. Anyway, what's up? You already asked that. And you didn't answer. I already said earlier, I'm just waiting around. Oh, whoops. What about you? How's the learning to code thing coming along? Fuck that. What do you mean? You seemed so enthusiastic about it just last week. Not anymore, I'm not. It's just a lot of fucking tedious bullshit that never even works. And there's way too much shit to remember. So I've been looking into tabletop games now instead. Oh, you mean board games? Sweet, I love those. No. I mean like role-playing, with dices and stuff. And ridiculously complex rule books. We should try it sometime. We should try it next time. We should hang out. We should try it out next time we hang out. You and me and Zerio. I'm pretty sure you'd both be into it. Oh, hey, we could try right now. Just online. I think there's a way to do that. Roll20.net. Sponsored by Roll. Well, that sounds fun, I think. Aren't you forgetting something? Like what? We're both about to place verb? Oh, right. I forgot. Looks like mine finished installing, actually. Can you tell me what it's like? Could you tell me what it's like? I've been looking forward to finding that out all day. Right now it's just sitting in some weird command prompt thing. I'm gonna have to figure out how to start it up. I tell you, but I'm sure your sister's almost back from getting the game, so you'll see soon for yourself enough, yeah? Talk to you later. Wait, what? Oh god, she went to get the game anyway. Zerio, you told me you wouldn't go do it. Well, shit. You've been found out. Zerio, turn around. Fucking giant grave. Oh boy. I can click on the... What the hell? Alright. I click some words to let this music play out. This is definitely a bit more troublesome than you thought it would be. The spirit seems abnormally furious today, and you're not sure how much longer you'll be able to last against it. You need to come up with a plan, fast. Zerio, throw something at it. Pressed for time, you aimlessly select an item from your Sylladex. You don't really mind losing any of these items, except for the... Sverb discs. Nice. Oh well, at least the spirit seems fascinated enough to stop attacking you. Plus, you still have the other disc on you. Zerio, abscond. You sneak past the spirit before it's too late and make a run for it. Wow, that spirit is really fascinated with that disc, isn't it? Weird. Usually only paranormal things hold its attention like that. You are now back within the safety of your room. Zerio, get back to KRISTAN. Zerio, you told me you wouldn't go do it. Who even cares about that? What's important is, are you alright? How do I read that off? Don't do that, please. This isn't funny. Sis? Back. Oh my gosh, I'm really sorry for this. I kinda suck, huh? Don't say that. I'm just glad you're alright. I'm not even upset or anything, just really shaken up. It's fine, nothing bad. KRISTAN, you were worried as hell, and it's pretty much all my fault. You can't say it's nothing bad. No, really, it's fine. We're both okay and safe now, aren't we? I'll try to stop worrying about it, and you should do the same, because I can tell we're dangerously close to spending the whole night being all emotional again and forgetting what we were planning to do.
Yeah, good point.
So, speaking of which, do you have Sverb one way or the other? You do have Sverb one way or the other, right?
Yep, well, one of them. I ended up leaving one of the discs in the kitchen. But it's cool, we only need one each anyway, don't we?
I believe so. Now, as for the disc I don't have... Oh, no.
I'll wait till sunrise tomorrow to get that one, so when the daylight arrives, once the daylight drives the spirit away, it can wait.
Wait, really?
I promise. Like, for real this time.
Then I guess I have no choice but to take your word for it. Like, for real this time. Well, shall we start?
Zerio and KRISTAN.
Install Sverb.
Yeah, let's do this.
Sverb. The install time was definitely shorter than I anticipated. Is your finished too, or?
Nope.
Alright, I'm on the title screen and can't seem to proceed, so I guess I just need to wait for you to connect.
Wait. Actually, yeah, it may have finished already. The title's just so empty, I thought it was looking for a loading screen or something.
It's weirdly bare bones, isn't it? After such a flashy installation, no less. But if we're at the same step, I'm not sure what the problem could be. Well, hold on. Which disk did you use?
Let's see. This is the server. The Sverb server.
The Sverver. Sverb. Zerio, stop. Sverb. But yeah, I think the issue is we can't be using the same disk. Maybe the two versions are supposed to connect to one another.
Zerio. Oh, KRISTAN.
Oh, KRISTAN. Exit the server. It won't close. Even Task Manager can't kill the process. You decide not to bother with it. It's not using enough processing power to worry about anyway. In fact, it isn't using any at all. Weird. KRISTAN, install client. Alright, let's see what this is all about.
Zerio, connect. Hey, there's that pretty face of yours.
What are you talking about?
No need to be so modest about it.
Not that, I mean, my webcam isn't even hooked up.
Are you sure? I can see you right here on my screen. Kinda weird how you put your webcam in the top corner of your room, but hey, whatever floats your boat.
This prank is starting to get a bit abstract, even for your standards. Really, though, is anything game-related happening on your end? The client brought up some command prompt-looking thing. It says it connected to someone, but nothing's coming up.
Really? The server's working just fine. I have this weird interface menu thing. Seems like mousing over it tells me what the buttons do. Well, it would tell me what they do if it was written in something I could understand.
Maybe there's a language setting somewhere?
No, I mean it has things like grist cache and alchemy exorcist. I've no clue what they're supposed to mean, but the second one seems cool. Some are more understandable though, like select, obviously. I have no idea why I would need to select things, so it's not a huge improvement.
Interesting. What's the game world like? Any NPCs who could explain things to you?
Do you count as an NPC, brother? KRISTAN, trust me, there's no game world. All I see is you in your room. Your messy, messy room. Maybe this is some sort of virtual reality game. Shit, I hope we aren't missing some expensive holographic projector we needed to play this. Maybe that's why your client disk isn't working.
Okay, will you stop messing with me? Just try playing around with the controls. Maybe there's something I need to activate my end of the game.
Zerio, open alchemy exorcist. Options are usually on the right, correct?
I'm not sure what you mean. I guess?
Yeah, so I'm going to start with the one on the very right, the alchemy whatever.
The alchemy whatever.
Hold on, what am I looking at?
How would I know? Describe it to me, please.
It's just a window with 3 empty rectangles. I can't do anything with them either.
Weird.
Zerio, open Athenium. Next up is the... hold on. Athenium. What a crazy word. See, bro, I went the extra mile to nail his spelling this time, just for your reading pleasure.
I appreciate it, but I don't even know what that is.
It's fine. I missed a letter anyways. But yeah, this one is a similar deal to the alchemy thing. I won't even bother trying to spell.
More useless rectangles?
This time it's useless squares. Each one is a tiny picture in the corner, like some sort of can, I think. Collectibles, maybe? I don't know, KRISTAN. Go get a can of soup from the kitchen or something. We gotta figure this out.
How would me retrieving a normal, unrelated can of soup in real life affect an online video game? It's important, trust me. Why would the soup be associated with the game, Zerio? That makes no sense. Zerio, open grist cache. Oh, hey, the grist cache has something. Lots of things, even. Things? Like, I guess it's an inventory? I'm not sure what it all means, or any of the pictures are supposed to be, but at least it has things. 11 neat little colored shapes with a meter counting up to 20. They're all empty except for build grist. We seem to have all those already. Have you been picking up stray blue hexagons lately by any chance? I can't say I have. Then fuck if I know why we have 20 of them. Out of curiosity, what are the others called? Let's see. It has things like rust, mist, acid, slime, jet. Not the type you fly though. Shale. I don't know. I don't think the names are gonna help much. Can you do anything with them? Nope. Clicking doesn't do anything. Guess this screen is only for checking how many you have? Probably. How many buttons are left? Just one, not counting the 3 cursor-looking ones. But I noticed from what I think are camera controls, so I think I'm going to play around with those for a second first. That's fine, I guess. Just don't take too long, alright? Zerio, play around with the camera controls. Camera control seems easy enough. Oh, hey, there's that runic seal I sent you. Beautifully displayed on the wrong side of the door. What? It's supposed to go on the inside, silly. How did you know it was on the outside? I already told you, the webcam. It's showing me in your house. Well, shit, I guess I can't call it a webcam anymore, since it can, like, go through walls and stuff. But, yeah. Fine, I guess I'll have to believe you on this. How's this possible? I don't know. I'm gonna mess around with the controls a bit more, though, so here's an official BRB. KRISTAN, find the camera. No, you don't think one exists. And you'd like to say this means she can't really see you, but since it's not like it's easy to guess you hung the runic seal on the wrong side of the door. Or is it? Gosh, you hope not. That'd be a bit embarrassing. Anyway, you're sure there's a reasonable, non-paranormal explanation behind this whole camera thing, even if it's just what you're telling yourself so you don't freak out. KRISTAN, wear the scarf. You don the scarf, which accomplishes nothing whatsoever. Except, oh god, why is your house shaking? Sis, some sort of tremor just happened now. Feels like whatever caused it from some inside my house. Something big. Whoops, sorry, didn't realize that machine would be so heavy. What machine? Oh, the, Fernalia registry menu has several weird futuristic machines to choose from. Apparently I used the deploy option to put them into your house. I just had no idea they'd be so big. You're telling the truth, right? Because to be completely honest, I'm a bit freaked out right now. So now's not the time to be joking if that's what you're doing. I'm being honest. Even I know when tricks go too far, you know. Fine, but even then, this is fucking weird. I think there's something seriously wrong about this game. My phone alarm telling me it's 4 o'clock. So I got like an hour. Alright. Do I have anything else I want to do before, time check. I'm not gonna get through this thing. But hey. 2-parter? 5-parter? Like, god damn. This is way more dialogue heavy than I was expecting. I think using first contact as a standard for how much dialogue or how long pages normally are, it was not a good standard. Because, what was that, like 500 pages in 40 minutes? And now I'm 100 pages in and like over an hour. Okay. I think there's something seriously wrong about this game. Oh, come on, it's fine. The industries wouldn't let it be so widely distributed if it was actually a threat, would they? I guess not. And the machines don't look dangerous at all. If they did, I would have never let them close to you. I'll go check it out, I suppose. Be right back. That's the spirit. KRISTAN, exit room. He looks like he's got, like... He looks like he's staring off into the distance constantly, like an expression of pure fear. You exit your room, mirror at the ready. Oh boy, do you feel unsettled. KRISTAN, go downstairs. Okay, so far so good. That's a cabinet on the stairs. That's a cabinet on the stairs. KRISTAN, examine living room. You've been living in this house for around 2 years now, and it's more or less remained the same throughout. Its familiar layout is always comforting to see. The standard couch across from the TV setup, the green mirror on the wall, the weird machine, the bookshelf with a chair next to it for convenience. Wait, the machine isn't supposed to be there. What the fuck? Kristen, examine the machine. You guess this is the thing your sister mentioned placing, which would also make it the cause of the tremor. Somehow you still weren't expecting it to be this big. You've no idea what it's supposed to do, and you aren't exactly in the mood to try figuring it out either. Seems like she just placed another one in your house. It's probably in the kitchen, judging by the sound of things, or perhaps in the backyard. Kristen, go back to your room. You decide to go back to where your laptop currently resides. It wouldn't hurt to check and see if there are any instructions for this game whatsoever. Oh god, she's putting one in your room. Hold on, why are you putting this one in here? And for that matter, how did you manage to get my beanbag chair on top of the bed? Oh yeah, I found out the select cursor can move things. Dude, check it out. Go stand in the corner or something and watch what I'm about to do. Kristen is mildly impressed by your antics. Also, here's your phone. You left it in the bathroom. Guess that's like a weird genetic trait, huh? Disguising phones as bars of soap and forgetting about them? What does that even mean? I'll explain later. But because for now we have important business to attend to. Yeah? Yeah, your mission is to collect this can. Are you serious? Do it. You begrudgingly comply. Zerio, check the Athenium. Well, nope. Doesn't look like it did anything after all. Told you it was a ridiculous idea. Kristen, come on. This is how you figure things out. Just try all sort of weird stuff until you get something out of it. Heck, maybe this is still the right track. We might just be missing something. Like maybe you have to register the can with one of the machines or something like that. For some reason, I really doubt it. But speaking of machines, can you please move this one out of my room? I'd rather not have it where I sleep. Sure thing. I just gotta switch to the trusty select tool. Gotta select. Looks like it's gonna cost 20 build grist to move, which would be all we have. Should I still do it, or? Probably not. It might be important for something specific, who knows. So I guess we should hold off on that for now. Good idea. So, what's this one called? That's the KRISTAN. Are there instructions provided for it by any chance? Nope, that's pretty much all it says. Just names and names and names. I've explored all the menus already too, but there are two objects I haven't deployed yet. What are they? Pre-punch card and punch design X. Those must work together in some way, I'd imagine. Might they both fit in the living room? Yeah, for sure. While the card is free, the design X costs 4 jet, and we don't have any of that yet. Well, this is a frustrating situation. I should probably start by figuring out how to use the other machines anyway. May I have the pre-punch card? Oh, I don't know. May you? Can I have it? Wait, I was right the first time. Gotcha. I did not like how I just said that. But yeah, there's the card. I said it on the thing. I'm sure you saw that already. You're not funny, but thanks. Actually, that was a lie. You're funny. Kristen, take the pre-punch card. Oh, it's a capsulog card. Why would someone ever punch holes in one of these? Can the item stored in it even be retrieved anymore? What the heck is this item anyway? What are you supposed to do with it? You guess you're just gonna have to try all sort of weird stuff until you get something out of it. What's this link? It's not a link. Kristen, use pre-punch card on KRISTAN. Looks like this machine can't use the card. Well, I just checked the alchemitor for you. It looks like it has no card slots either. That's the one in the backyard, by the way. So all that's left is the totem lathe upstairs. But first try turning that wheel real quick. Looks like it might do something, so I'm curious. Fine, I might as well give it a shot. Kristen, turn the wheel. You attempt to turn the valve. It feels like something's pushing up against the lid, but the lid itself is tightly shut. You were kind of hoping the valve was what opens the lid, but you guess not. Kristen, go see what's in the room behind the KRISTAN. Okay, this doesn't lead anywhere. It's just a panel concealing the electrical wiring to your house or whatever. So there's no reason to go back there. You leave it be. Kristen, check out the totem lathe. This is probably our best bet. I mean, look at all the dealies and contraptions this thing has on it. It's gotta have some place for you to put that card. Oh, hey, I think I found it. Kristen, insert card.
Oh shit, something happened. Oh shit, I'm reading the wrong voice. Oh shit, something happened.
Oh shit, something happened indeed. We're definitely getting somewhere, just I still have no idea where.
That's still great though. I mean, that's about as good as we can get, judging from my experience with the unknown. So let's roll with what we got.
KRISTAN, activate lathe. Ooh, this looks hazardous.
Aw, where are you going? The spikes didn't scare you off, did they?
No, I was just going to check on my laptop. Seems like it has a SFRB notification, so I want to make sure we're not missing anything.
It seems... Oh, really? Maybe messing with the lathe unlocks something for you.
Yeah, hopefully some sort of manual to figure out these dumb machines. Huh.
What's it showing?
Definitely not a guide. It seems my server copy is connected to someone else while I was away.
Oh, really? Who?
The someone else is currently falling asleep.
Oh, it's aye.
Well, this perspective swap could have had better timing. Maybe we can still wake him up with a command, though. But first, we'll need a name to direct it to. Insert name. RENNARD Rush. RENNARD. We'll go with a RENNARD. It's just French for fox, you motherfucker. I'm on to you. Looks like there's no need for a wake-up command after all. The little naming confirmation glance thing took care of it. How does that even work anyway? Can I sense being named? Who cares? It's not important. Examine room. I think I might stop here. Because this is really long. Alright. Cutting.